HarperCollins presents Menopausing, written and read by Davina Mccall with Dr. Naomi Potter, featuring additional narration from Dr. Nighat Arif, Michael Douglas, Cheryl Phelps-Gardner, Kristen Atherton, Mariam Grace, and Richard Hughes. Introduction. This is still happening, people. Menopausing. As a young woman of 44, menopause hadn't even entered my vocabulary. I was slightly cocky about the fact that I thought I could easily crack out another couple of kids, even though I didn't want to. I mean, talk about the arrogance of youth. So when it did happen, the perimenopause, again, completely new concept to me, not only crept up on me, it hit me like a freight train, and I just wasn't prepared for it. I didn't even realise it was happening, and yet fast forward a few years, I've co-written a whole book about it. A book that went on, and I'm almost embarrassed to say this because it sounds like I'm showing off, but I am really genuinely proud about this. It went on to win Best Book of the Year at the British Book Awards. I was so proud, honestly, meant so much. Nothing has surprised me more, not least because sitting at that award ceremony, I didn't really feel like an author. If I'm honest, I felt like a bit of a fake being there, but if a book about the menopause can be chosen above literally thousands of other absolutely brilliant books to be recognised in that way, it tells us a lot about how much a guide to this phase in our life was, and still is, urgently needed. My partner, Michael, who you'll hear from a little bit later on in this book, he and I were reminiscing about the awards ceremony recently. And it's funny because he'd broken his leg at the time, which obviously wasn't funny, but more to the story. So I said to him, obviously, you don't have to come. I'm not going to win. I thought we might have a chance in our category, but only a chance. I did feel as though we'd written an important book because the conversation around menopause was continuing, but I just had no idea about the impact the book might have or the scale of its reach. But Michael did come to the ceremony, and he said that he was so pleased that he had. For me, that moment was just even more special because I could share it with him. There were lots of things that I wanted to do with Menopausing. I wanted it to be a really easy book to use. I wanted to put important things in big type on single pages so that something would really jump out at you and you'd go, hang on a minute, I'm going to stop here and think, I need to read that. When I was perimenopausal, I was so bamboozled by everything. So I thought this book has literally got to take you by the hand and guide you through this stage of your life and tell you everything you need to know as clearly and as simply as possible. I do know how you're feeling. No, honestly, I do. And I want this reading experience to be the easiest, most comfortable thing for you. So I'm always thinking, how can I help you digest this material? I've written it so you can start at the beginning of the book and read it all the way through, or if you want to, you can just flick through it, find the information you need and use it that way, if that suits you. I also know that as well as being sensitive, angry, a bit down, feeling like we've lost ourselves, menopausal and postmenopausal women are fucking funny. So I thought we've got to write some really funny stuff in here and put that in the book too. So many women and men still contact me with really touching messages about how the book has helped them, saying it struck a chord, and most importantly, that it's enabled them to find their stride and thrive at this stage of their life. Thank you. Thank you for sharing with me. The response to this book's been amazing, but what's been so brilliant about the journey that we've been on is that it's an ever-evolving landscape. Conversations are continuing and changes are happening. The first edition of the book was published in 2022, and over the course of 2021 and 2022, 7.8 million items for hormone replacement therapy, HRT, were prescribed, which is a 35% increase from 2020 to 2021. And then in 2022, 2023, 11 million.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?